I just completed my 35 minutes walk and burpees workout. This was the fourth burpees workout. I currently do 35 burpees in around 10 minutes. Today I must have been a little faster, maybe 8 minutes. But the idea is to complement walking, running with some strength training. And since I love this outdoors, I I just do my burpees, preceded by lunges, some arms and body rotations, etc. So it is done. What I was thinking is that I will talk about structure. Well, my another video is coming up. I'm not getting time to edit it. It's on usages of ChatGPT, which I think uh, are good for normal people, non-techie people who are probably not using its entire power. And the idea is to nudge them to use the power of AI, generative AI, so that they can benefit from what is available to them and maybe save some hours for themselves during the week. So that video is coming up. I need to edit it. I'm not getting time. A lot of work. Um, yeah, and yes, from a lot of clean eating since a week or so. Well, the dogs being dogs, they don't remain in peace and they don't let other dogs rest in peace. So there are bunch of dogs fighting with each other. And so, anyways, what I was thinking about is that structure, how structure is very important in our life, and how in the past, let's say in my childhood, the entire life was around religion, culture, society, various rituals, various festivals, etc. And then that kept us bound to certain way of life. There are pros and cons of everything. So even that had maybe a little bit of con around how the individuality could not come out, how we were bound by societal norms, expectations, etc. But I think it gave a very good foundation, very good constrained you know pathway for our life. And coming to the present, we lack that structure. We lack uh, that context, that framework to live life in a certain way. So as a result of it, you can see that everywhere it is like morality is going down, right? You don't need to take me for my word. Just go to Instagram, right? Just open Instagram or whatever social media that you use and see what is out there. 80% or more of the content is just pure filth, right? Absolutely, I mean, ridiculous content. People are posting just to grab attention, you know, exposing themselves in so many ways. And of course, I mean, see, these kind of things like, for example, obscenity is not something which is a creation of the modern world. No, it was there in the past as well, but it was confined within its limited space, right? And you had to you had to find your way to that if at all you wanted to. But if you make things completely accessible to everybody, then what do you expect? So that's the scenario now, and I'm worried about this kids. Okay, what kind of world they are growing in, and what kind of influence this world has on them, and what kind of platform we are giving them for their future. So, well, coming back to structure. So when I was thinking about all these things, I thought that structure is very important in our life, and that is why uh, there is a kind of resurgence of religion and cults. Some a cult is not the right word. These organized societies, they are kind of offshoot of religions or a particular sect of a religion tradition, and they 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 are also necessary. I feel nothing is wrong. Being religious is not wrong. If you are a Christian, go to your church. If you are a Muslim, follow your ummah. And if you're a Hindu, get attached to whatever tradition that you are, you know, closer to. I myself, I find it very difficult to get attached to any religion, because somehow that devotion part doesn't, that surrendering part doesn't come in. Because, well, that's another topic. So, but I feel that that structure, even though I might not personally like that, but I like structure cult in another way, right? For example, there are gurus or self-help giants who prescribe certain kind of routine, certain kind of life, certain kind of philosophy. Adhering to that is also kind of binding yourself to a structure. It is like, if you are not religious, at least you follow some kind of group, whether you follow David Goggins' philosophy, mindset. The thing is, you need to belong to a group which has a common objective, common philosophy, common, you know, routine structure, and common belief. And and this is very important. And that's why there are so many people who preach sometimes what I feel is absolute garbage, but still they have following, because people need a structure in their life. They are thirsty for it. It's an information age, right? We are living in an information age, but the problem is that we are we are drowning in information, but we are thirsty for wisdom. We are thirsty for knowledge, because information is everywhere. You Google, or now you ask Gen AI, Chat GPT for a lot of information. You will get it. You will get the curated information, best of the best information. But the problem is that you you will not stick to, or you will not follow any of those, because it is available free, and anything given to you freely is not valued, right? Your mother's father's love, which they shower upon you so freely, is not appreciated as much as it should, because it is free, right? And but there comes a time when you realize what you had available and what is missing. So anyway, I digress, which I do a lot, and it is live. So of course, I'm digressing. It is not to insult your intellect, or your waste your time. It's just that I'm sharing my thought openly, freely. So uh, it's not scripted. I was just walking and I thought I'll record something. Then accidentally it was YouTube's plus button, not my camera's record button, and there was a live option. So I don't know what is this live option. I have never tried it. So I thought, okay, let's go, let's do it. So, folks, what I'm saying is that we need a structure in our life, because without structure, we kind of live a very random, arbitrary life. We don't have target, so we don't have a routine, or we don't have a set of things that we want to do. See, if you are in a job, right, you are bound by a structure. Whether you do anything in your personal life or not, when you go to the office, you are bound by a structure. You have your to-do list, you have your project plan, you have your vacation planned out for maybe next quarter, but you don't do all those things in your personal life. Why? Because you are not required to. You follow certain principles, right? You plan. You won't start coding just like that. You'll maybe prepare a SDP draft, etc., and then you will get it reviewed. You will do analysis. You'll probably uh, have it reviewed, right, by architects, etc., and then only you'll start coding it, putting it into practice. But in personal life, we don't do that. Personal life, we just do whatever we want to do. We don't follow any plans, etc. Why? Because there's no structure. Not everybody does that. Some disciplined folks, some people of sheer will, right? Oh no, I'm not talking about John Wick. John Wick is a person of sheer will. right? So at the stage. So I think that those who are able to push themselves through sheer will are able to are able to follow a certain routine, certain path for certain time, I believe. Rare will be the person who is able to follow a very structured routine for a long time, and that's good. But they are bound by some internal structure, which is not very apparent on the outside. So, whether it is a religion, whether it's your tradition, whether it's a fitness group, running group, or meditation cohort, whatever, I think it is very important to be associated with one of these, because without these associations, our mind kind of drifts and we kind of live a very random life. And I am beginning to believe it very strongly. Even a virtual, of course, in today's world, a lot of things are virtual. So even virtual association is good. But all these associations, they are not about physical association or virtual association. It's about uh, believing in something common, something together. Uh, so, and I'll elaborate on this because I have so many thoughts in my mind. It is coming out randomly. Maybe it is not making too much of sense, but I will sit down and write about it and then talk about it in one of the upcoming videos. And let us form a group. Let us form a cohort of people who are not necessarily attracted or uh, pulled by religion, but they appreciate the structure that it provides. And wherever humans go, they have this tendency to corrupt those things. So even religion was started by humans, of course, but for a period of time, lot of dilution, lot of uh, deviations, lot of innovations came there as well. And it's whether I mean, you have a lot of I'm talking about India. So you have a lot of gurus, right? You have Sri Ravi Shankar, you have Sri Sadhguruji, and on the yoga side you have Ramdev Maharaj, you have Swami Premanand, right? And so many people teaching about so many paths, a lot of good teachings, etc. And there are so many people who obsess about them and who follow their teachings, right? But for me, certain things are like kind of um, certain things disturb me. So about some of these things, so I don't. I have tried to follow all of this. Okay, I have tried to follow all of these, but somewhere uh, my mind rebels. Not rebels necessarily, but something I feel off. For example, this Sudarshan Kriya, right? I mean, I find it hard to believe that all these are yogic pranayam practices, and if you go deeper into Kriya Yoga, um, it was popularized by Paramhans Yogananda, but there are other writings before him, right, about these deep yogic practices, austerities, pranayams, etc. And so it is kind of packaging them, right? It's like fast food industry. You package the existing wisdom and knowledge into um, something exotic, and there's nothing wrong in that. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to demean anybody. I'm just saying that I'm not able to, although I want to, I'm not able to surrender to these practices, etc. And same thing about uh, the inner engineering program, right? So uh, and but when I read so many ancient, I mean so many masters from the past, like even Swami Rama, not so past but 1970s, etc. And then and people earlier to that. Uh, Something from Swami Vivekananda's writings. I'm very close to. I mean, I respect that a lot, and I believe in that a lot. He said that, see, if anything was possible in any age, in any era, through some practice, then it should be very accessible to you, and it should be possible for you even now. And that's what I believe in. That if you truly follow certain practices which were prescribed in the past, you are able to truly follow in the prescribed way, you should get the result. That is the test of that practice. It's not like only certain, it was accessible only to certain privileged or certain great people. Not according to Swami Vivekananda. He says that if anybody was able to follow a path and get certain result, you should be able to do the same. So that is something powerful. So that's why whenever these traditions um, start, putting a human on pedestal, that's where I kind of backtrack. And any tradition you find today, mostly they put someone on the pedestal, and I'm not very okay with that. Of course, God you can put on pedestal, that is understandable. There is nothing wrong in that. But even in those traditions, for example, even in ISKCON traditions, I was attracted to them for a while because of that sheer surrender. I find beauty in people who are able to surrender. Okay, I kind of am a little bit jealous of them because with surrender, with absolute surrender comes a lot of peace. A lot of peace of mind, a lot of certainty. Whether it is true or false, that is separate thing. Even a false belief, if it gives your life a meaning, if it gives you peace of mind, it's much more valuable than dry truth. That's what I believe. So I'm jealous of those people who are able to do this. So I was attracted to ISKCON, but the thing is that when I saw the Guru worship there, right? Although I understand in India the importance of Guru is very high, right? Uh, Guru Govind do khade kake lagu paए, बलिहारी Guru आपने गोविंदियो बताए. Means Guru and God are standing next to each other, and I'm not sure whose feet I should touch first. And here you failed me, Guru. God guided me. Means God said, no, you have to touch the feet of your Guru first because he is the one who leads you to me. So the Guru parampara is very important in our tradition. I absolutely understand it, acknowledge it, respect it. But uh, that is something like I'm yet to experience that kind of Guru discipleship. So um, believing accepting a photo or a past person to be your guru just because they were of very good personality, they were very righteous and they were very intelligent, they were full of wisdom, etc. Somehow I'm not able to do that. I want to do that, but I'm not able to do that. So but that would give a lot of structure, right? So what should I do? Should I create my own religion and become another guru, another cult figure? No, no, no. That's not what I'm talking about. But yes, you need to have some kind of organization, some kind of group, some kind of philosophy based on scriptures, based on traditions, based on past truth, which can guide us to live rightly, righteously in this life, and you know, pursue excellence in all areas, whether physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, etc. So, you'll think about it. I'll think about it. Uh, Life is I'm a kind of reserved person. I'm a kind of loner. Okay, I find it difficult to make friends because I don't talk a lot. But when I open up with people, I talk a lot. They will attest to this. That once I start talking, I think I just keep talking. So, but I do not open up with strangers very easily, very quickly. It's a trait. It's not good, not bad. Maybe bad because associating with various people will only open up your mind. The more you know others, more you know about yourself also. I believe in that. Keeping to yourself is kind of a very safe way to remain safe. I mean, what am I saying? It's a very simple way to remain safe. So, but I'm realizing as I'm growing older, I'm realizing how a strong organization, association with a strong, you may call it cult. I don't think cult is a bad word. Okay, cult is a very strong word. Some people have very, it might have a very negative connotation, but I think cult is a very strong and very powerful thing. Right cults, right? So they give you such a strong focus structure, and many people in life need that actually, and that's why they are attracted to it. It is better than you know being an addict or something like that, right? So that kind of structure is always helpful. So what's the time? I think I have not put my specs, so it is very difficult to see. So let me put it on. And the first live should not have been like this. I should have prepared for it. Okay, 21 minutes. I think it is enough. And I'm not sure if anybody is watching. There's no reason for anybody to do that. Not many will be aware also that, you know, I'm live. And today is Saturday morning. Many will be asleep. Many will be waking up very late. So, okay, let's get back to home. And I wish you all a very good weekend. Have a great time. Rest, rejuvenate, read, go out, spend time in nature, spend time with your loved ones, and spend time finding yourself. Okay. Have a great time, folks. See you.